Welcome back. You're watching the markets, and as you just heard, a lot of us have quite a few interesting New Year resolutions. If you'd like to tell us yours, why don't you send us a message on any one of our social media platforms? In the meanwhile, let's move back to the markets. Metal counters in focus today. The pack as a whole is doing quite well. Let's speak about Jindal Stainless. We're joined by the management. Vijay Sharma, who's director at Jindal Stainless, is joining us today. Thank you so much, Mr. Sharma, for taking the time. I want to start by asking about your checkered sheet business outlook. 500 crore rupees of revenue is what is expected over the next 3 years. Could you tell us how this is going to shape up in terms of margins? What market share are you targeting? How is this going to work?
Namaskar and thanks for inviting me. Grateful. Well, just before coming to the specific checkered sheet, I would like to give a background and a perspective because this is a manifestation of the philosophy and the way of life at Jindal Stainless. Uh, Being the market leader, we have the responsibilities also. So we focus on lots of things which include the R&D, innovation, and the value addition. And this is one such initiative wherein we are focusing on making the life of the people who commute to be less risky because this is an application which is used where the people walk a lot and to create a slip free walking convenience for them. The most visible applications are these are the railway station bridges where we a lot of people move on the foot over bridges, and these are also found in buses when we go in the buses, and also the industrial applications. We have analyzed that the market is of about 2 lakh tons per annum, and we have developed a specific stainless steel grade which is having about 100 times more corrosion resistance as compared to the conventional carbon steel, and because of its high strength it is 30% less it weighs 30% less than the carbon steel. So practically it is a lifelong solution. That's why we call our this newly launched checkered sheet as branded as Infinity. Out of this 2 lakh ton market, we plan to have about 20% share in next 3 years time. That amounts to around 40,000 tons. And yes, at current price levels, this is about more than 500 crore rupees. So this is about this particular initiative.
Understood. Okay, why don't you also take us through the plans for expansion, capacity expansion at Jaipur and Odisha? When will this become operational? What's the timeline that we're looking at here?
Like I said, we are the leaders, and also stainless steel is a metal which is very, very critical for the nation building. And apart from the traditional applications, it finds more usage in the upcoming national priorities like national infrastructure policy, which is coming up, hydrogen, ethanol, healthcare, defense, including waterways. So currently in Jaipur, Odisha, we have got 1.1 million tons capacity, 11 lakh tons capacity, and in Hisar we have got 8 lakh tons capacity. Since we have got a huge already available infrastructure in Jaipur, Odisha, with a capex of about one third of the routine 1 million ton capacity expansion, which is about 2150 crore rupees, we are creating additional capacity of 1 million ton so that it will become 2.1 million ton. We are having the plans that this capacity will be in place by FY23 Q3. So this is about Jajpur, Odisha. In addition, in Hisar also, we have a plan of expanding into the very, very high value added niche product category, which we call special product division. It has got two elements. One is the precision strips. These are very, very thin gauge, extremely high value added industrial application product as thin as point zero 0.05 millimeters. In this case, we are expanding the capacity from 22,000 tons to 60,000 tons by FY23 Q4, and we are the largest producer of blade steel raw material in the world, and we supply to every known brand of razor blade in the world. In this case, we are expanding from 14,000 tons to 24,000 tons by FY24 Q2. And the capex for both these initiatives at Hisar, extremely high value added product, is about 450 crores. So these are the two major expansions we are undergoing at the moment.
Sure. Also wanted to understand from you, Mr. Sharma, if you could just walk us through how demand really has been shaping up at the moment, both on a domestic as well as international level, and whether demand supply constraints have eased out or not.
Okay, stainless steel is a metal which is growing. If I see the CAGR of last 40 years at the global average, about more than 5%, rather 5.13, as compared to its traditional competitors, carbon steel is half 2.42, aluminium is 3.68, and copper is 2.57. In India, I will come to the COVID impacted years later. It has been growing healthier than the world average at about 8% or so for the last couple of years. Yes, during the financial FY21, there was a challenge because of the COVID. It degrew by minus 10%, but for FY22, already 9 months have gone. It is expected to grow by astonishing 18 to 20% in this year, and subsequently, since it is a metal which is in sync with the GDP growth, and we are very upbeat on the growth of GDP of the country, it is likely to grow at around 8% from FY23 onwards. So that means from the demand side, it's a very positive and encouraging. Now coming to the capacities. In India, I just shared with you, we have about 38% capacity in the total capacity of 5 million tons in flat products, and we are enhancing it. The other players in India also include a sector in MSME, which has got about 28%, and players in private and other public sector about 34%. While our capacity utilization, because of the multiple strengths related with the global reach to quality to the processes to ease of doing business to the transparency and experience of 50 years, all those things put together, we are having good capacity utilization to the range of 90-95%. But there are other players which, because of the dumped material from China and Indonesia, they are having a hit. But otherwise, there is adequate capacity, and we are expanding. We cannot
Right. Okay. Fair point. Also wanted to understand what your outlook is on steel prices going forward and whether or not China concerns are easing at all.
the commodity boom, which is not be talked as the commodity super cycle, is primarily because of 4 5 factors. We know very well: post-pandemic recovery, infra spending, stimulus packages, vaccination confidence, and of course the China factor related with carbon. This is demand supply, and except for certain transformational changes which may happen due to the renewable energy related things, I personally feel that it will be following the curve of the demand supply, and the logistics cost has also increased it. So because of the curves in China, worldwide for a while, I think the prices are likely to remain firm. But again, in India, because there is a lot of dumping happening from China, Indonesia, temporarily there are certain segments which do come under challenges. We are very hopeful that government will take cognizance of creating the level playing field for Indian stainless steel producers.
Okay, Mr. Sharma, I'm going to leave it at that. That's Jindal Stainless for you. It's, year to date, it's higher by 165%. It has been a year that does belong also to the metal stocks as it does to IT. Thanks a lot for joining us live today on the last edition of the market of this year. See you next year. And here's wishing you, your family, and the team a very happy new year. Right, on to our segment Chart Busters now, and